Hello and welcome to the Savannah African Art Museum. My name is Edwin Johnson and I'm going to do another installment of Collection Close-Up. Today we're going to talk about this object right here. It is actually associated with Bamana puppetry. The Bamana people are from Mali, and they have a long-standing tradition when it comes to puppetry. So even though this object might strike a lot of people as being very new, which it kind of is, it's tied into a long-standing tradition that the Bamana themselves consider, to be very ancient. So this object here is actually something, it might be a little bit complicated to describe because yes, it is a puppet, but it's actually a puppet that is incorporated into what could be described as a stage. And that's the thing is that, a lot of us have been to puppet shows, and when we're looking at puppet shows, typically with a puppet stage is something that is very stationary. So it's something that stands still, and then the puppets are displayed on the puppet stage, and we get to enjoy the show. Well, in this particular context, what we have is a puppet stage that actually is a bit of a puppet in and of itself, and that's what we're looking at right now. So the object that we're taking a look at was attached to a larger object that was handled by 2 or more people. And so this stage is mobile, and it's also a participant in the dynamics of the puppetry display. And this object might seem a little bit, modern. It's got factory-made paint all over it, making it incredibly vivid, but it ties into a long-standing Bamana tradition that states that if an object is not shiny and bright, it doesn't have any potency. And so these vivid colors and designs that you see on this Bamana puppet is actually something that ties into a long-standing Bamana tradition. It's just that factory-made paints imported into Mali from other places, whether it's Europe or Asia, just contribute to this longer-standing tradition that if you're going to make a puppet or anything else in Bamana tradition, it has to be bright, shiny, or possess vivid colors. Now, that's the thing, is that there's quite a number of different types of puppets in Bamana tradition. For instance, in this collection, we have other Bamana puppets that are used to kind of smooth over kind of home issues within a polygamous marriage. And so there is the use of puppets as a kind of therapy. Not really couples therapy, because in a polygamous marriage you have a bunch of wives, so it's not only a matter of the husband building a relationship with his wives, but also wives building their relationship with other wives. So, this is an age-old tradition in Bamana tradition. But anyway, when you look at this particular object, this is another use of puppetry in Bamana tradition. Now, more often than not, when you're looking at this type of puppet, you're looking at a puppet that is used for social commentary. And so, in the West, in the U.S., we've got a bunch of programs where you have TV personalities that present us with political satire. I myself am a huge fan of political cartoons, and yes, you'll find them in Africa as well. This use of the powerful use of satire as an instrument for kind of holding your leaders, keeping them real and holding them to task when they do things not quite right. So this use of puppetry is a way, once again, of dealing with social dynamic, in the context of, in this case, often dealing with politics. So when we're looking at an object like this, we're looking at a kind of new generation of an older tradition in Bamana society, where you have a centuries-old tradition of the use of puppets, but a more recent kind of version of puppetry used in Bamana society to deal with contemporary problems. I want to thank you for joining us in this installment of Collection Close-Up, and please subscribe to us on YouTube so that you can get to see the latest installments in our various YouTube programs, including other collection close-ups.